And now, Martin Yan, the Chinese chef.
你好吗? That's how are you in Mandarin, the official Chinese dialect. Today, I am Shanghai, that means I'm doubly happy. I'm happy to see you here and happy to be able to prepare a delectable Peking menu. Sesame biscuits, jelly spiced beef, and Mandarin glazed apples. The first thing I want to show you is sesame biscuit. This is a wonderful snack. Can be served any time of the day. Here, I have 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of cake flour, and also 2 teaspoons of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and I will use 1/3 of a cup of hot boiling water, and I'll make it into a dough. Here, I have approximately 2 tablespoons of toasted white sesame seed, the regular white sesame seed, and I also have 2 tablespoons of black sesame seed. They're both toasted. The first thing I want to show you is how to make this dough. It's very easy to do the dough. Here I have some boiling water. Okay? And first of all, you premix the flour and the cake flour and the sugar and the salt, everything together. And then you use these to stir in very slowly, very slowly. Make sure you do it carefully because it can get into trouble because it's very hot. And also please put a little towel underneath so the bowl is not moving. That thing is driving me crazy. Stop! What the heck? And then you go onto this. Now you probably notice that I use a long cooking chopstick. This is a cooking chopstick, not those short chopstick. And I tell the reason why you use this because when it's so long, when you are doing deep frying, you can be approximately 3,000 miles away, so you don't end up having pimples, instant pimples. Besides, if you go to Chinese banquet, when they serve dishes, 12 dishes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in large, gigantic table, you have short chopstick. You never get anything other than a dish right in front of you. With this, you can get the dish in front of you. You can get the dish away from you. You can get the dish in another table. Wonderful. That's the reason why I want to show you and introduce you to this gigantic. Now, once this is done, we will knead them. I want to tell you, this is a wonderful experience. It's a little bit messy, but it's a good exercise. And it's a wonderful, you do it like this, you knead that into a nice, smooth dough. Okay? Nice, smooth dough. And then you let it rise for a couple hours. Okay? Nice and hot, let it rise. Here, I have one of these here that are pre-made to save time. So this way, we do not have to drive ourselves crazy. Now this particular dish, I'm quite sure everybody knows cooking is fun. It is also very therapeutic. In this case, particularly, it's a healthy experience. I want to show you in this particular case why I call it healthy experience. Because when you do this, you get rid of your tension. You get rid of your anxiety. You get rid of your hatred. You get rid of your anger. Now I'm so relaxed. See, the problem is when people have problems under a tremendous tension, they have to go to the psychiatrist, charge them $100 an hour. Today I'm giving this to you absolutely free of charge. Isn't that wonderful? Now, this particular dish, I roll this up, put a tiny bit of flour here, I roll this up, and then I cut it into little chunks like this, okay? And then I'm going to roll it up with a tiny bit of flour here. this sesame seed biscuit is just like bread. They serve it all the time. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly 4 by 6 or 2 by 8, as long as it's big enough and it's thin enough. In the meantime, you put some sesame seed right here, some sesame seed right here, roll it in, roll it inside to the dough, okay? In the meantime, I also, if you notice that, I already heat up a pot of oil. Frying pan, I'm going to shallow fry this, okay? Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. This is great exercise. I'm not quite sure how many of you know how many sesame seed are in 1 pound of sesame seed. How many anybody know? Anybody know? If you start counting it today, you will know by 1996. If you know, please send it to me. And I'll put it in my 43rd cookbook. You just keep on putting sesame seed and you roll it. And after you roll it, do put it here and brown it. After you brown it, see, I turn it to the other side and brown it. This is how you do it. You brown this and you brown this. This is called shallow browning because you're not deep frying it. Just have enough oil. Brown this until they're nice and golden brown like this. Look at this. Use medium to medium low heat to brown and make sure they're nice and cooked. They got sesame seed. When it's done, they will look like this. Looks how gorgeous. You can serve these with any alcoholic beverages or non-alcoholic beverages. It's wonderful. Look at how beautiful this looks. I'm going to show you how to do a wonderful dish from Peking area called jelly spice beef. Very easy to do. You need 1 pound of chuck roast. You need 2 stalks of green onion, 2 whole green onion, a couple of pieces of cinnamon stick. This is a traditional Chinese style. Couple of cloves of garlic, 3 or 4 slices of ginger. Now, this is exotic. I want to make sure everybody know. This is Chinese style 5-spice powder, Sichuan peppercorn, star anise, and this is the regular cinnamon stick that you can always find in supermarket. And here, I have 2 cups of water. This is braising sauce. 2 cups of water, 1/4 cup of sherry, 1/4 cup of all-purpose soy sauce, and also I have 2 teaspoons of oil and 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and put them all together. Use this as a braising sauce. Now, you start with these. Okay, you start with these. If you want, you can slightly score this a little bit, okay? This way, the seasoning can get into the meat a little bit easier. And then we're going to get some garlic, get some ginger ready. Take it out. Nothing to it. Cut it up, cut it up, cut it up, cut it up. Set it aside. Stack them all up. You can put the whole piece here, or you can julienne it, or you can mince it. Already finished. And you heat up one of these big pots. And then you put about 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil, or up to a tablespoon. Then put all this in here. Make sure you heat it up nice and hot. And then you use one of these short little thing. Now, if I were you, I would get a long little thing. This is short. I used this when I was a little baby. And then you actually brown this. Actually brown this whole thing here. Wow, look at how hot this is. Brown this thing. Now, make sure you remember the name of this dish is jelly beef, not jelly beans. okay, to this. Now, after this, we are going to put this braising sauce because you want to brown this. Brown this, turn this aside. Can you see? Everybody can see it's already brown. Everybody can see? Brown. See that? Now you see, now you don't. Brown it. Brown it on both sides for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then you put this braising sauce, all the seasoning, star anise, Szechuan peppercorn. Put it right here. Let it braise for approximately 1.5 to 1 hour and 15 minutes. Anywhere about 1:15 to 1:45 would be okay. Now, let's use the traditional Chinese style. Oh, forget this. We use these are North American style. Cinnamon stick. This thing doesn't work. And then 3 little pieces of star anise and also a couple pieces of ginger, extra piece of ginger. I'm going to let it braise over medium heat. Now to save time, we already, I also can use a whole piece of these green onion to give that color. So this is very tasty. Now to save time, I have already done this ahead of time. I cook it for approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes. And after I do this, I am going to cut this into chunks like this. See, sometimes this is also called red cooked beef with spice and gelatin. I never understand why they have names like red cook, because this has nothing to do with politics. This technique is invented way before politics entered into any picture. Now let's cut this into pieces like this, okay? Cut into pieces like this and put it aside. Put it aside. And then you put approximately 1 little package of unflavored gelatin, okay? Unflavored gelatin. And then you skim through this braising sauce through a fine strainer like this, okay? And then you use the same sauce to bring this little gelatin to a boil. Then you fill it in, put it here, okay? Put the gelatin here and mix them really well. Mix them really well. Mix them really well. And then bring to a slow boil if you want. But this is hot enough so we can dissolve the whole thing. And then you put this whole thing in here, okay? And after that, you take it to the fridge and you cool it, chill it. And to save time by magic, I've never fixed anything so fast in my whole life. And then I want to show you how easy it is. You hold on to one of these and you put it here, you go whack. And it should come out. Come, please come. Oh, wonderful. And then you garnish these with a tiny bit of these. And you garnish these with a nice tomato. And when you serve, all you have to do is cut a little piece here and cut a little piece here, and then you can serve it like this. Isn't that beautiful? Jelly beef. I understand Marilyn over there have a question for us.
Yes, Martin, how do you season a wok?
Well, this is a question that people ask me every day. This is 6,000 times that I answer. The easiest way to season a wok is use some salt and use some pepper. How simple. No, seriously. Seriously. The best way to season a wok is when you buy a new wok, The most important thing is clean it up with hot soapy water, inside and out. After you clean up, immediately dry it up on top of the stove, okay? And after you dried it up, immediately put approximately 1 teaspoon of oil right here. And then you use a paper towel. Hang on to it, use paper towel, and move the oil around and around and around. It doesn't take too long to season a wok. Until they turn nicely brown, use the highest heat possible, okay? Very important. Otherwise, it takes about 6 years to season a wok, right? Look at this. It's already brown. Everybody can see it. It's already brown. Now, the most important thing is move your wok around. Don't just let it sit there and go nothing, but move the wok around. Use your paper towel, swirl it and swirl it. Everybody can see already. It's already getting brown. Move them around, and you do it a couple of times. After you do this, only rinse it with hot water. Don't use hot soapy water to do it or any detergent. See that? Make sure when you're doing this, turn on your ventilation, shut off your smoke alarm. Otherwise, the whole fire department is going to come and say hello. Now, once it's seasoned like this, look at this. It's already nice and brown. It only takes a couple of minutes. When it's well seasoned, the wok should look like this. Carla, I understand. You have a question for us.
Yes, Martin. I'd like to find out, after I've cooked with my wok, I'd like to find out why it turns out rusty.
Well, there are a couple of problems. One, you did not properly season the wok. Secondly, after you use your wok, you probably ask somebody else to scrub off the seasoning. See, when a wok is properly seasoned, it should be dark and nicely seasoned. You should not get rid of all the seasoning. If you get rid of it, it looks like this. This is a wok that one of the viewers sent it to me. And I said, what am I going to do with these? Actually, don't throw them away. There are two things that's good for about this wok. One is, this is good for those people who have a severe case for iron deficiency. And also, this is wonderful if you love chicken with rusty brown sauce. But the fact is, you can scrape them all out and re-season it again. Don't throw them away. Okay? Now, today, we are going to show you also part of the menu of the Peking dishes are mandarin glazed apple. This is the ingredient. I start with 2 apples, cut into wedges. And also, I have some sesame seed, regular sesame, and dark sesame seed. And also, I have approximately 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cup of sugar, and 1/3 cup of water. And also a tiny bit of oil. We're going to make the syrup. We're going to make the syrup in this pot. To save time, I already have bring this to a boil. So this way, we don't have to waste time, okay? And also, we need to make a little batter. In this batter, we have 2/3 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and also 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, if you want the baking powder. And also, I have about 3/4 cup of water. Mix them all together, make it into a batter. Here, I already have it done. Now, this particular dish is very easy to do, but you want to make sure you share with somebody because it's fun to cook, and it's also fun to taste, and also fun to share. And today, I'm going to share this kitchen with a renowned cookbook author, Chinese cooking instructor, and a dynamite lady, Rhonda Yee.
What are we making today? What are we making today, Martin?
Well, something you taught me last week.
Ham and egg?
Ham and egg. No, we're going to show somebody how to do this wonderful mandarin glazed apple. In Chinese, it's called 拔絲蘋果.
It's my favorite.
That's my favorite, too.
Yeah.
How many of you have ever tried it before? Practically 2 out of 6 million. Oh, wonderful. This is great. First, we heat up the oil here.
Let's heat it up.
We also have the syrup boil up here, okay? And then, why don't we do it all together?
Okay, let's do it.
We have some apple here.
Okay, you mixed the batter already?
I already mixed the batter.
Okay, good.
So while I'm stirring the syrup,
want me to put the apple in here?
Put the apple in,
Okay.
and then we can start to deep fry it over there.
Alrighty.
Let me give you a hand to deep fry here.
Give me a hand. How's the oil coming?
The oil is coming along really well.
Oh, good. All right. You know, when I make it at home, I get my kids involved too. This is a wonderful family recipe. Get your husband or wife or your kids and make an assembly line. It's great. We do this a lot of times. However, if you have a dinner party, the best way to do it maybe is involve your guests. You know, I mean, after all, you know, it's more fun if everybody cook together. Everybody have more fun together.
Cooking should be a sharing experience.
Exactly. Right.
Third, it's very important to make sure when you're doing this doesn't get burned. When you think it's getting burned, it already has burned. So make sure, very important. You think it's not serious. This is serious business here.
Should I go over there?
Yeah, go over there and we can
Alrighty.
Because I want to make sure this is not burned.
Is this ready? Is this hot?
Yeah, it's hot. I think it's hot.
Okay, well, you say so. You're the boss.
Right, we work together.
It's coming. It's coming.
In the meantime, we're going to get ready this ice water, a lot of ice water, and also we get ready a plate, slightly greased, and also some sesame seed. Okay, very important. How's that look?
It's
good.
Coming along. It's coming along.
Let me give you a hand too.
Give me a hand. Let's
See,
all
this
do
is
this
so
together.
wonderful.
Oh my gosh, he's juggling back and forth. Look at him.
Move them around.
Yep. Okay.
Now the most important thing is when the oil is hot enough, you should put it in when the oil is piping hot. If the oil is not hot enough, sometimes it would take too long to cook, and also the meat or the apple, the batter, tend to absorb. Particularly when you are deep frying like a cellophane noodle, if the oil is not hot enough, the thing would not explode.
Absolutely
so make sure you do that.
It might look done, but the interior isn't done.
Oh, this is look good. This
coming
look good.
along. Yeah.
This coming along.
How's the syrup?
This syrup, let me check the syrup.
Maybe you ought to tell the audience how to check the syrup when it's done.
Oh, this is how you check the syrup. When the syrup is done, almost forgot. That's why it's important to have teamwork. The most important instruction. Now, when this is done, you take one of these and you drip it into water. That's room temperature water. If it is immediately formed, that means the syrup is thick enough. Okay? I think this is thick enough.
Is this thick enough?
See? Perfect. Okay. This is thick enough.
Shall we use this? It's, you know, this is TV food, you see. Sometimes the apple doesn't get quite done because we don't have the time.
There's so many people.
Let's start with this.
Let's put this in.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, now we really need 2 people.
Oh, you really need to. And then you pick this up.
Okay, quick.
Let's do it up. Quick. Put it right here. Quick. Wow.
All right.
Put it here. Sprinkle a tiny bit of seed.
Look at, he's going so fast.
Oh, put it out. This is already formed a nice crust.
Whoops, I dropped one. Ah! There you go.
Wow. Look at these.
He's faster than I can do it.
So easy to do.
There you go. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Look at how gorgeous.
Good.
Now, if you want
this is really hard too.
This is really nice.
Nice.
Look at this.
Oh,
look at this.
I'm going to put some in myself.
In
I'm not going to
order
let you have all the fun.
to make it really nice, look at this. We can show you how to make this. We're going to, since we have so many people, Rhoda, why don't we do a couple more?
Okay, let's do it.
We'll do a couple more.
Here we go.
Because I like
ready?
to show somebody how to quickly.
You see how you go the assembly line?
Working together is wonderful. This everybody should learn how to do. I want to show you how to do this at home.
What happened to my assembly line?
Oh.
What happened to mine? You quit. You can't do that to me.
I think this is important for people to do. This is called apple bird. After one cut at an angle 45 degrees, you push it out. You push it out. After each cut, you push it out. You continue to do this until you get something wonderful, look like this. Okay? The wonderful thing about this is if you make a mistake, you can eat the darn thing. Now, this is so easy to do that nobody should make mistakes. Look at this.
That is gorgeous.
This particular dish is one of the best desserts in Peking-style menu. And I would like to say, when I begin the show, I was doubly happy. But now I'm triply happy because I got a chance to cook the food, to be with you all, and also to work with Rhonda Yee. Remember, if Yee can cook, so can Yee, and so can you.
Like it!